like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
Angel episode 16. Hello! Hello! And welcome. It is 2:05 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, December the 5th. Still only the 5th. We didn't spring ahead. 2020, I'm the Angry Angel, and this is Ask an Angel. A show where I answer a whole bunch of questions about pretty much anything. But it seems to be all that people ask is about relationships and how to handle certain situations. And the thing is, and I'm going to give my disclaimer right off the bat, I am not a professional. I am not a psychiatrist, a psychologist, or any form of any of that at all. So if you're hoping for that, that's not here. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a shrink. I'm not your mama. I'm not your dad. I'm just a guy who seems to be able to answer questions really good. And give good advice. And that's what I do, is I just give advice as if it was me. As if I was in that situation. The best I can. I mean, I'm not going to pretend I'm a woman if it's a female asking questions. So I'm a guy. I'm going to give you my take on how I would look at it. And that's the best I can really do. It's the best anybody can do, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's the best anybody can do. So, knowing that, I hold no responsibilities for your actions of what you do or how you handle this information. If you are having issues with your relationship and somehow my advice goes, if it was me, I'd be leaving, and you leave and you feel heartbroken, I'm not responsible for your heartbreak, for your marriage, for anything like that. Also, next information would be, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. If you come in to ask a question and you're wanting the answer that you want, I'm not necessarily going to give you that. I'm going to give you the answer that you need to hear. I'm not going to try to be mean or anything like that. But however, if you're coming at me and you're wanting permission to be an asshole to your wife, that's never going to come from me. That might be what you want. I'm probably going to fucking flame you out right in front of everybody. So just a heads up. If you're going to ask questions, I am going to answer them. As soon as you send that email, as long as I feel deemed it's appropriate for Twitch and I'm not going to get in trouble, I'm going to YouTube, because all this is going to get ported over to YouTube as well. Understand, as soon as you send that email in and I'm going to ask, if you want it anonymous, state that you want it anonymous. Or if you just want your first name. That's all. I'll never put your last name. I'll just put your first name to still keep some sense of privacy. And if you want to, the address is right where you, right there. Boom, send it over there, and I will do what I can to answer. And if I can't answer it online, I'll try to get it to you. I'll try to respond to the email. If I've got time, I do have a life too. And starting not this Monday, but the following Monday, I should be starting a new job, which will give me time to do this show next Saturday, but the schedule might change after that. We'll see. I might be able to keep this day the same. I'm hoping so I don't need to shift this about. I'd like to keep this one steady, and the gaming can jump about a bit, but this show I'd like to keep it solid. But anyway, I'm going to stop rambling and we'll get to the questions. Oh yeah, and for everybody on YouTube, hello, welcome. If you haven't already done so, I would definitely appreciate if you can click subscribe, so that way, and the little bell, so that way in the future you can get informed of when I post a video, because this video will be put over there It's mainly so if you forget or you miss it, you don't miss. Oh fuck! I missed the show. It's right there on YouTube, right? And click a like if you liked it. Comment if you want to respond to any of the questions. I do put the number of the question right at the top usually. Question 1, question 2, question 3. Make sure if you're going to comment on a specific question, you state, respond to question 1, respond to question 3, so on and so on, so that people know what you're responding to. Otherwise, but anyway, let's get to it. Question number 1. And yes, there's going to be a whole bunch of questions today. I'm going to try to get through. Typically, I get through in about an hour and a half between the opening and all that. My show normally goes for about an hour, hour and a half. But I've got 16 questions today. 16. Some of them range from just my little questions, kind of cute little questions, some sweet questions, and some what the fuck out there kind of questions. Like really the fuck, way the fuck out there. Much like that last question last week, where, what was it? The mother wanted to date, I can't remember, her stepson or something, I can't remember. But anyway, it's very out there like that. Yeah. Anyway, let's get to it. Where is the questions? Okay. Let's hit this button right here. I gotta get better music. And there we go. Question number 1. Where are you? Question number 1 from Tristan. Right? Tristan. How long does it take a young 24 independent and mature woman to move on? There was no cheating involved in the relationship. I'm just scared she'll move on before I get a chance to win her back. I'm hoping she is still thinking of me and missing me. Oh. Okay, so if I'm understanding from this question, you and... Hang on. There was no cheating involved in the relationship. I'm just scared. See, I wish I knew what the breakup was, because you just said there was no cheating. I wish you'd give me a bit more information about what caused the relationship. There's no... I don't think there's a set time. We're not machines, right? There's different things for different people, right? For myself, I'm not a young woman of 24. The age, I don't think is important. It's more the action, what happened, and what you did, what she did. That would kind of give you that. However, and I'm going to get to that in a moment. Actually, I'm not going to jump ahead. My take on relationships that break up and then get back together are dangerous. Because whatever, see, I don't know what broke you up. That's an important question. Whatever broke you up, if it's something small, yeah, maybe you can get back together. But that, anything from small to big, will be in the head, in the memory, right? He's saying move on from loving you. Like, did you just break up because you just don't feel like it? Or like, what broke it up? If it's like there's cheating, that's a hard one to get over, because there's always going to be that, when are they going to do it again? Whatever broke it up, you're always going to wonder, is it going to happen? When is the boot going to drop? Definitely would need counseling. I myself, when a relationship ends, for me, it's over. I don't do the on again, off again thing. I find it's too dangerous, and not worth it. Not worth your time, not worth her time, because eventually there's a risk it's going to happen again. Not saying this to try to break your heart or to make you sad. Just being realistic. There is no set time. If you want a chance to get her back, maybe talk to her and say, hey, I don't want to lose any hope. Is there any chance? Because you need some kind of closure. You need to know, is there a chance, is there not? And if she says, yeah, there might be a chance, then wait a little bit. Maybe see what she needs. Maybe she needs time. Maybe she wants to get back. She could be thinking the exact same thing, right? Can I get back together? She might be waiting for you to try. Communication is an important thing in relationship as well at the beginning or the end, right? It's an important thing. So don't be afraid to ask her. Let her know, hey, you don't want to lose her. You want to make a relationship work. If she has moved on, if she has met another, back off. There's a saying. How did it go? If you love something, let it go. If it comes back, it's yours. If it doesn't, if she doesn't, she was never yours to begin with. And while sometimes I believe that, sometimes I don't. It's true to a point. But the problem is, if they come back, you're always going to be suspicious of what made her leave the first time, and could it happen again? Because no, I've seen relationships go, stop and go, stop and go, stop and go. And so while, yeah, she might come back to you every single fucking time, you don't deserve that kind of heartache. You don't deserve that kind of pain of her just leaving. It's up to you what you do. Myself, don't be worried about when she's going to move on. Start working on when are you going to move on. Quite often, I mean, who knows? Maybe you will get back together. Sometimes moving on yourself will bring them back. But I mean, really, at that point, do you want them? It's kind of like that finger puzzle. You pull too hard, you just never get the fucker off. You pull and pull and pull, it just won't come off. So when you relax, back off, you can release. Same as this. You back the fuck right off. You might get it back. Who knows, right? I couldn't say, but as I said, for me, once the relationship is over, it's over. Let it go. Let it go. I'm not gonna start singing. Relax, don't worry. What? Okay. What was I doing? Oh yeah, next question. Question number 2. Where's my questions? I've moved everything around, so it's a little bit tricky trying to remember where the fuck the new stuff is. Like how my new space is. I'm actually quite happy with it. Yeah, I like it. Oh, I like it. Question number 2. Here we go. Boom. Here we go. Question number 2. Boom. From Laurie. Laurie, my ex-husband. And I haven't had the easiest past co-parenting. Haven't had the easiest past co-parent relationship. Okay. However, recently we began getting along better. Nice. He even changed my motor oil for me. Nice. And when I offered to pay, he refused. Very surprising. Anyway, it's not surprising to me. For a few reasons, and I'll get to that in a moment. Sending him a Christmas card of our daughter every year, whether we are on good standing or not. But this year I was thinking of putting together a picture frame with a picture of him and our daughter. Aww. Is it weird to do that for an ex? Or is it acceptable? I don't want to make things awkward or like I'm coming onto him, but let him know I think he's being a great dad. You know what? No. For me, I think that's actually quite nice, actually. You're showing that you respect the situation, the relationship, or lack of, or how you're handling things. The fact that you're on good terms is important for the kid, and for each other. So whether you let's say, because I know you're probably worried in case he thinks he's going to be the fact that he's changing his oil is a nice thing for you. He's not doing that it could be partly for the kid because you can't drive the kid around if the car's not working. And then not paying. It sounds like he's being a really nice guy. Yes, it could be that he has hopes. But you're not saying, you sending a card or you sending a thing. You're not sending pictures of you, him, and the kid. You're not putting 3 in it. That could send a different message. That could put across you think yourself as a family. Is it separating? It would be one thing if you had like pictures of all three of us together, but mainly are pictures of her. Like a photo album is like multiple pictures, not just one. And if those multiple pictures have mostly him and her, some of her, and some of the three of us together as a secondary thought. He has the best of all of it, but not on the front. The front cover, as I'm a photographer, right? And I've done stuff like this. Have the front cover be something just those two, right? Super sweet, father and daughter, very sweet. And in the back, can have a couple of pictures of them together. Don't do pictures of you together when the three of us were together, when you were actually still together. That's gonna it'll bring up memories, and it'll send a message going, I miss that part of us. And whether you do, whether you don't want to send that mixed message if you have no intention. If you do, if you have hopes, it could be something that could work as a way to get them back, if that's your hope. Now, I don't promote relationships get back together until there's children involved. I'm not saying you should get back together for the kid. If you're going to get together because you care about each other and make it work. It is definitely a bonus for the kid. Parents that live together, that are together, is always better for the children than them being apart. However, if you think there's a chance that you're going to do the on again, off again thing, stop it right now. I emphasize that even more than just a regular couple just doing on again, off again. Because you're going to fuck that kid's mind up. The kid is not going to know where they're coming or going, and they need stability. So if you think there's a chance that the both of you are going to be doing the on again, off again, don't bother. Do not bother. Keep the child with the stable mind of, my parents live separate, they're not together. It's sad, but I'm not going to get my hopes up, because if you do, you'll get the hopes up and you'll keep smashing it every single time, and that's not fair. So, but I mean, this not what you're asking me. That's not the question. I'm just giving my thoughts on what possibly could happen, because this is a question you've put, and it does lead me to think that that's kind of where you're putting questions. What you're wanting to know, what you're thinking could happen with the things get awkward, because yeah, you're right, they could get very awkward and very messy, and you don't want that. Your kid definitely doesn't need that. So be adults about it. If you are thinking about it, do it. If you honestly want to make it work, go for counseling, do whatever, but don't fuck with the kid's head. Child's gone through enough as it is, losing both parents. And when I say losing both parents, you still got, but you're not together. That's the difference. So don't fuck with the kid that way, and don't pit each other up. But the idea of a photo album is very sweet, but be careful on how you do it. Front cover is only him and his daughter. In there you can have some pictures of the three of you together, but not all pictures of when the three of you together. Don't put pictures that remember of the family being together. Just mommy and daddy are friends. They don't live together. They're not in a relationship. They even have their own relationship with other people. If that's the case, no, because this is a gift for him. Then that's the most. If there's any siblings, like brothers and sisters, put those in. If there's brothers and sisters from another father or another mother, leave those out. Make a separate one for that. If this is a gift for him and his there's nothing wrong with it. It's not awkward. It's not weird. It could get awkward. Be careful on how you do it. Anyway, I'm not gonna beat the hell out of that question. We're gonna move on to question number 3. I'm going to bring this closer because, yeah, I don't know how well that was sounding. Okay, question number 3 from Anonymous. I've been told I don't care because I don't ask where she's going or question her. I thought that was trust and being secure, or am I wrong? You're right and you're wrong. You're absolutely right. It sounds like she's insecure. But insecure in the fact that she might be thinking that you don't care. There's many ways to show a person that you care. Asking where somebody's going is one of it. Once in a while, you don't need to do it every single time. Where the fuck are you going? Where the fuck are you going? And how are you putting it? Where the hell are you going? Bad. Hey, what are you up to? A little bit different. If it comes back of, what's it to you? Want to try attach a GPS to my ass? What the fuck? You know everywhere I'm going? I'm just going to the fucking washroom. God damn it. If she comes at you like that, point out. I'm just fucking showing you that I care. Don't go aggressive. I'm just curious. That's all. But you're right. If you were to ask too many times, or even some people, they don't want you asking. Because it puts the idea, oh, fucking jealous. You think I'm cheating on you? What the fuck? Or even the worst, because I've experienced that where I've asked to go, where you going, or what you up to, and then they turn around with that, and they go, well, or maybe you're doing something, maybe you're just projecting your fucking actions. There's all kinds of possibilities. But she's definitely, the fact that she's asking this, I can tell you right now for sure, she's feeling a little insecure, thinking that you don't care. Which is nice. It's kind of good because it means she is showing that she does care to you because she doesn't want to lose you. She doesn't want to lose you caring about her. She's afraid that maybe you don't care. Maybe there's not many people in her life that's caring. She needs to see that you care. Do something nice for her. Maybe go take her to dinner. Go to a movie. Spend some time with her. Do something nice. Go to a park. Do something nice with her. Find her favorite thing. Do it with her. And then tell her while doing that thing. Say, yes, of course I care. I don't ask. Explain to her that you're not asking. The reason why you have me asking where she goes is because you want to show that you trust her. It's meant to be a sign of trust. Tell her that, of course, you'd love to know. But in her time, in her way. You don't want to badger her going and making her think that you don't trust her. You know what this is? Well, all that I just described. I described that as communication. A very important thing in a relationship. And you got to get used to it if you want this relationship to go further. Because if you don't show any sign at all, in the right way, not the wrong way, if you don't show a sign, she'll think you don't care. And think, well, if she doesn't care about why we're together. And before you know it, the relationship has dissolved. Do something nice. That's all it takes. Just a few seconds, a few minutes. Oh fuck, as long as you want. But sure you can. I'm not talking about sex. I'm talking about doing something nice that she enjoys doing to show that you can. Make it as a big surprise. Hey, we're going to go somewhere special. I'm not going to, it's a surprise. And then go to that place that you know she fucking loves. Just a thought. Just a thought. But anyway, good luck with that one. Question number 4. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Question number 4 from Anonymous. Please help me. I love that one. My wife had left me with my baby for 6 nights. Then she came back with some cops and took my child away. I've been trying to convince her to come back, but she's so stubborn. I never did anything wrong to her. We had a little argument because she came late. She came 2 hours late during the day, which I was 2 hours late for work. I kept on thinking she's seeing someone. Okay, there's a whole kind of worms in this one. Lots of different possibilities. I'm not a mind reader, but I'm seeing a lot of things. One, quite often when people ask the question, oh, why did they leave? You know why. You just said right there you had an argument. Something about that argument upset her. Either you said something wrong or whatever. Could she be seeing somebody? This is going to hurt. Brace yourself. Yes, very possible. And that could be she's gone for 6 days. Where did she go? Did she go to her mother's? Did she go to the guy who she's been seeing? Maybe they'd been planning on moving out Maybe they'd been. It's hard to really say. Coming back with the cops is kind of weird. Frankly, I don't. Where I'm from, where I am, you can't. The cops can't just show up and take a kid away without a court order, without social services, without, right? You're still the father, unless you're not the father. But you are, so you have rights as well. She can't just show up and take the kid, and the cops got involved. Why? What were the cops saying while they were there? The police are to enforce a law. They're not kidnapping the child. They are enforcing some form of law. They're serving and protecting. Now, they feel that they're protecting something. Are they protecting your wife from you? Like, did you hit her? If you hit her, that's why they were there. And they're afraid that you're going to hit the child too. If they're not, and you can prove there's no bruises, no nothing or whatever, I would consider getting a lawyer. Because if she's willing to go this far, it could be somebody else. I would maybe investigate. But you definitely should get a lawyer involved. Because she shouldn't have just taken the child like that. That should have gone through the courts. For sure. That should have gone through the courts. But that's my advice. But be careful. Keep in mind, if there's stuff that you're not wanting to tell us in this question, like you have hit her, and that does come out, you are not only risking potential jail time, because if she comes back, he hit me, and she can prove it, you can go to jail and you lose your child altogether. But you definitely want to try to figure out some kind of custody. If she's gone, she's gone. She's gotten the cops involved. She is not wanting to figure this shit out. She's up and fucking left. And as shitty as it is, yeah, is what it is. Anyway, but yeah, you definitely need to get a lawyer on this one. Oh, okay, question number 5. Hang on, I'm doing the wrong thing here. Question number 5, there it goes. Question number 5, here we go. My girlfriend and I, okay, this is from Josh. My girlfriend and I have mostly combined finances. We have 2 joint savings accounts and maintain our own personal checking accounts. Cool. 2 joint accounts and maintain our own personal. That's cool. It's weird for me, but I mean, it's just your girlfriend. We have combined those accounts because we are saving to buy a house and as an emergency fund. I work 3 jobs and she works full time towards this goal of home ownership. We are saving as hard as we can. I really want to propose to this girl. I'm absolutely crazy in love with her, but I'm stuck on how she would feel about me putting money towards a ring instead of our home. I would just ask her, but I want to surprise her with the proposal. I don't know what to do. I like this question. It's such a sweet question. Okay, so your goal is to create a home, right? Not just buy a home. So you buy a home. It's a physical building, but you build a house. Yes, hang on, I'll say that. You buy a house. You build a home. The home is you, your family, and potential children. The house is just the building, and you just want to buy it together. And she's basically saying this. She wants to buy a house. To buy a house is just boyfriend, girlfriend. It's kind of... I mean, people do it, absolutely. There's so many fucking risks to it, because there's nothing holding on. But she's telling you right there, she wants commitment. That she's willing to buy a house with you shows she's committed. She wants to make this relationship work long term. Because houses, your typical mortgage is 25 years. So she's telling you she wants to be around you for 25 years. Right? And to do all this, there's going to be contracts. There's going to be all kinds of forms of contracts. So what the hell is one more? Because really, marriage, that's the key thing of what it is. In a legal sense, it's just a piece of paper. In an emotional sense, it is a commitment between the two of you. It's basically latching yourself to each other, your lives together. It's binding. We've just linked it. But you've already linked your joint accounts. Whatever money you put in the savings, if either one of you just took out the majority of the fucking money and took off, you're absolutely able to do that. And your boyfriend and girlfriend. The risk is there, but you're both taking that risk. You're both taking that risk, working on that together. Wouldn't do it if... Now, there's a few options you have. If you don't want to take from the money itself, one thing you could do is be kind of cute. You could make something. Fucking get an old bottle cap. Take out the fucking center. You can... If you actually go on TikTok or even YouTube, you can actually see. Get a little Dremel. Fucking... What did I see it done with? It was done with a penny. This guy took a penny, drilled a hole right in the center, used a Dremel just to smooth out the whole edges, and says this, and ask us, propose to her, get on one knee, do what you're gonna do. And says, not an official engagement ring, because I didn't want to touch the savings if you didn't want me to. I know that you'll get an official one, but you would like to marry her. Please say yes. Word how you want to. But yes, I would. If you want to propose to her, propose to the girl. Do I think she'll be upset if you take money from the savings? I personally don't think so. I think she's probably wondering, what the fuck are you doing? Why haven't you done it already? She's agreed to buy a house with you. She's agreed to join a savings account with you and put her hard-earned money, as well as yours, into that account. She's already invested. She has already invested her life with you. She's waiting for the interest. Interest would be you proposing. Without her actually saying, hey, you're going to fucking propose already. She's done the same thing. She doesn't want to flat out say, hey, dumbass, fucking propose. She's dropped the biggest fucking hint, though, that she wants to join her life with you. She's put a massive potential 25-year investment into you. Smarten the fuck up. You could always be sitting on the couch during a movie. It's 2020. Why not? Just sit and watching a movie and say, hey, what are your thoughts on marriage? Would you ever want to get married? Yeah, maybe. If you see her face light up, she knows that you're hinting and you're trying to find out. Maybe if you know her parents, ask her parents, hey, do you know I'd like to marry her? Do you know if marriage is something that she wants? Ask the mother. The mother would be, as long as you get along with her mother. If you're not, probably best ask the father. If you're not getting along with the father, you're already in trouble. Good luck to you, sir. But as long as you get along with her parents, ask them. Do you think marriage is something that she'd want? Watch their face later. Oh, of course she's wanted to get married for a long time. She keeps asking. And tell them, it's like you want to propose to her, but you want to do it as a surprise, and you don't know what to do. They probably already know. She'd probably even talk to her mother going, why hasn't he proposed to me yet? What the fuck's wrong with him? Is he fucking mental? And she'll tell the mother will say, yeah, she's saying this. She's been wondering what the fuck you're doing. That's another option. And if that is the fucking case, yes, take a little bit from the savings. Save it up yourself. Take a little bit of money from your own fucking checking account and go get a ring. It doesn't need to be fancy. It doesn't need to be fucking massive or anything like that. Hell, if you talk to the mother, maybe she actually has something like, passed down from her grandmother, your grandmother, whatever. Ask people. See if there's, right? There's options for the ring. Don't worry about the ring. Don't worry about the cost. Worry about the proposal. The proposal is going to be the thing at one moment where her life hits a fork in the road and goes left or right, and she's already got that path. She knows she wants to say yes. Everything I'm reading here, she's wanting to say yes. She's wanting you to fucking ask, though. So get up your ass and ask. You already knew the question. You just wanted me to fucking give you and somebody to give you a kick in the ass. Well, he's my big old boot. Right up your ass. Go ask the girl. There you go. All right. That question was nice. I like that question. I like that question. Everybody like that question? Give me a one. Give me a one. One right there. One right there. One right there. Give me a one if you like that question. I'm going to assume it's a one. I'm not going to wait because it makes me a little sad to think that nobody's actually listening. But anyway, here we go. Question number 6. 1! Yes! Well, hello and thank you. Thank you for the 1. That was a good question. I like that one. It's a good one. Makes me very happy to have a normal question. Not somebody trying to be an asshole. Not somebody being weird. Just a normal question. Okay. Question number 6. From Anonymous. Is it just American women, or is it all women in general, that think they have the right to know every single thing their man is doing every moment of the day? Oh, fuck, you set me up, motherfucker. Okay. It's every woman. It's every woman. But at the same time, I'm going to let you know that it's every human. Men do it the same. It's not just men and women. It's not just American women. It's every woman. When they get married, when they're in a relationship, when they're boyfriend and girlfriend, they feel, just like you, every man and woman, feel that their partner is like a piece of property. That is the wedding itself. To question number 5, stop listening. They think it's like a fucking stamp, a seal. That fucker's mine. And that means that every bit of information, you don't realize, men and women, they've got like a secret hidden mental GPS track to your ass. And if you go anywhere, they need to know where the fuck it is. What are you doing? How are you feeling? How are you thinking? What are you thinking? All this information your partner is going to think of. It doesn't mean that they automatically get to know. And that's what actually is exciting sometimes. The mystery of not fucking knowing. It's kind of exciting. It's very exciting, actually. So don't, just because they want to know does not mean you need to tell them absolutely everything. I'm going to the washroom and I'm taking a big old fucking shit. It's kind of runny and stinks awful. So you want to know? No, they don't want to know. They don't need to know everything. Oh, my stomach. There's so much acid kicking about in there. They don't need to know everything. But little things. And you can pick and choose what you tell your partner. I don't need to know that the woman's on her fucking period. I don't need her to tell me because sometimes... I'm just saying, I'm going to get a bunch of hate mail right now. But no, seriously. I don't need to know that information. It's nice to know that information. It's not really nice to know that information. But it's hand... No, it's not. I'm going to put my foot in my mouth again. Some information is okay to share. Some information, not so much. You can keep it to yourself. But if you want it, if your partner wants to tell you, awesome. Like, hey, I'm having a bad day. If they tell you, they're giving you information that they want you to do something with. If they don't, they're holding it in for some reason. If they are sad, and you see that they're sad, ask them, hey, are you okay? And you, if you want to let them in, if you want them to care, if you want them to actually care what you're feeling sometimes, just fucking tell them. It's sometimes hard, I understand. Because a lot of the times we all go through stuff that we just want to kind of work through on ourselves. But sometimes letting the person in. Sometimes it's a model of information that you just don't know what the fuck is what. Just say, hey, I just need a little bit of time. Myself, I'm very much like that. And I'm farting right now. So, hey, there's some information for you. But no, we've all got moments like that. Myself, I quite often, you see me right now, I'm in a good mood. 5 minutes from now, I'm not bipolar, but 5 minutes from now, I could be like, during the show, I'm not usually, but I can be really fucking depressed and look completely fine to you. So my partner might pick up on that, depending on how long they know, or how intuitive, how empathic they are. They could probably pick up on that, and they might want to know. Doesn't mean that they can. But if you feel like it, just let them know. Or give them basic, feeling kind of down. There's nothing really anybody can do. I'm just feeling low. Just need a little bit of time and space. But yeah. But to really answer your question, no, it's not just American women. It's every human. Every human. And I don't care who the fuck they are. They want to know. Anyway, I'm going to get rid of them. Put this destructive, potentially dangerous question the fuck away, because I might have just cost myself a whole bunch of viewers. Oh, fuck, you're gonna get me in trouble. Every fucking female viewer just click shut off. Alright, question number 7. But anyway, before I do completely go on to the next one, give me one if you agree with what I just said. It's not just American women. It's every human. Not just female. Men do it too. Men do it too. I've been known to ask my partner, hey, what are you up to? How's it going? Where are you going? Who are you talking to? That kind of shit. Try to do it nicely. But no, it's every human, whether you're male or female, wants to know what their partner's doing. Where they've been. Where they're going. Fun, yeah. It's everybody. Everybody. Okay, so question number 7 from Meanie. Okay, I just want to have any comments regarding my social. What? I just want to have any comments regarding to my social media friend. He asked me to give him my Facebook account together with my password to prove to him I'm not cheating him. Oh, your boyfriend. I don't know what that first bit is, and I'm confused with your name, but should you give your Facebook to your boyfriend? No. I mean, and I understand where he's coming from. He just wants to be able to keep track on you. Make sure you're not cheating. Make sure you're not talking to other people. First of all, there's no guarantee that he doesn't have you don't have another Facebook account. There's no proof of that. Or any other thing. So doing the Facebook is kind of, he'd only know half the information. Second, but the thing is, you are feeding into his fears of, I don't know what your situation is, if you're cheating him, not cheating him, I don't know. But based on the information, I'd have to give you the benefit of the doubt. Same as my viewers, because information I've got right now, we don't see if you're cheating. But same as him. I have to talk to you as if you've never cheated, because I don't have cheating information. So same as your boyfriend or husband or whoever this person is that's wanting information. So they need to give you the benefit of the doubt. If I was to come at you going, you are cheating, fuck, what the fuck are you doing? I guarantee you would be logging off right now. So that same thing would come to you. If he comes at you and goes, I can't believe you're cheating, there's going to be a big fucking, and you're not, there's going to be a big fucking argument because he just called you a cheater and it's going to kill trust. There's already a sense of lack of trust. So by doing that, giving them, you've now got potentially a lack of trust in him that he doesn't trust you. And you don't want to just toss more mistrust onto the fire of mistrust. So I don't think giving the password is a good idea. And point out, says, no, I don't want to fuel this because it could potentially make it worse. Not that you're cheating, but if you do every single time he's suspicious of anything, he's going to just not trust. If he can't get over this is on him with no signs, with nothing. You're not being sketchy by not fucking showing your password, especially if it's just a boyfriend. The fuck does he think he is? No, you don't need to share your freaking password. That's weird. That's weird. Everybody agree with me? Push a 1. Push a 1. Push a 1. I already know my chat agrees with me. Maybe my chat, we're like pretty much on par. Okay, I'm just going to go on to the next question because I already know the answer. What the hell is that noise? I'm hearing doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. I don't know what the hell that is. Hang on, maybe it's this thing. I'm going to quit that. Maybe it's on this one. Fucking annoying sounds. Okay, so question number 8 from Lily. Lily. So this is kind of relationship and advice related. We have a work area at my home. It's got some room. But it's not huge either. I really want to surprise my man by making it like a man cave. Aww. Between the holidays and home renovation, I don't have a lot of money, but I am handy and creative, hoping to get some ideas. We love woodwork and refurbishing old furniture, antiques, and he has begun collecting antique cork products. I'm already getting a kegerator. The fuck that is. If that helps at all, what? This group is the only group. What the hell does that mean? Man cave groups. That bit doesn't make any sense to me, so I'm assuming this being you have put this to a whole bunch of places and asking me as well. Probably I'm offended. Okay. Anyway, I'm not sure what this question is about. I'm very confused. You want my advice on what to put in a man cave? Well, I think you've already got it with the whole antiques, and if he's collecting cork products, put stuff like that. Maybe figure out what his favorite drink is. See if you can get a sign. There's all kinds of signs out there. You can look for antique places. One thing I personally would do is look. I mean, it's kind of like when I'm designing this room right here. A lot of the times, my game that I play is Warzone, Call of Duty Warzone. So I made this to give the feel of me, right? A man cave. You kind of want to give it that kind of a feel to it. It's really sweet that you're doing it, and if there's not that much space, keep that kind of shit in mind. Put stuff like, I mean, what does he do? Does he hang out with friends? Put a couple of chairs, that he can hang out with his buddies. Put a TV on with maybe a gaming machine or something like that. Something that they can group around and play games together with. That's all really a man cave is about. If it's just for him to go down by himself and just be bored and lonely, that's not a man cave. That's just a fucking cave. That's just a... Blah. But yeah. You kind of want to... The theme you kind of definitely want to keep in mind is him being able to do things with his friends and what kind of things he's going to do. But the amount of time that you have to do it, especially if you want it as a surprise, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to move on to question number 9. This was a very weird one. That was very weird. That was very, very weird. Question number 9. Oh, I don't know if this is going to fit. I might need to just read this out to you guys. Oh, hang on. Hang on. This might not fit. That's what she said. Okay. That's what I was worried. I mean, it's on there. It fit-ish. Fuck. Okay. Okay. Oh, you can see it, so it fits. Fuck it. So question number 9. From Anonymous. Sorry for the very out there question. But I'm very lost and confused. My wife has asked me something and I feel as if I'm being set up. But if she's serious, I don't want to upset her either. It started when my wife's sister's husband left her for another man. My wife's sister's husband. Okay. Left her for another man. My wife's sister's husband. Yes, man. Okay. She was very upset. One, because her husband of 10 plus years left her for another man, and she feels as if there's something wrong with her, and that she turned him off women. Oh. This is where it gets tricky. My wife moved her sister into the house to help her get back on her feet. But 2 nights ago, they were drinking, and I was in the living room playing on my PS4, listening to them giggling and going hush hush. The next morning, my wife had sex. My wife had sex, and okay, you guys had sex. Okay, she blurted out the question, how would I feel about having sex with her sister? Once in a while. Okay, well, let's continue. How do you feel about how would I feel about having sex with her sister once in a while? Sometimes alone, sometimes a threesome. I was even taken back, but she quickly added, it's because she feels bad for her sister. She wants her sister to feel attractive again. Not know what to say. I said, what the fuck? I said I'd think about it. I'm afraid if I say yes, she will think I want to cheat. But if I say now, no, okay, then I'm letting her down. Don't get me wrong. Her sister is hot as fuck, okay. Like my wife. Help. Is this normal or am I being set up? What do I do? I can't say that I can answer this from experience. I don't know. This is definitely undiscovered country. You are treading into a very dangerous area because this could go in multiple ways. One, if you say no, and she's being honest, you could come across as if you are judging, and she just said she's just put out a massive question. Not only saying that she's willing to let you have sex with her sister, but wants to actually have sex with you and her sister. Well, we know what that I word is. And that is a big question to put out there. And it's risky. So if you say no, explain to her why, that you don't want to get confused things. You don't want to, but understand, yes, you could be letting her down if she's honestly serious. If she's not serious, if this is a setup and you say yes, it could be a trap as well. I can't say for sure. It doesn't sound like it. It actually weirdly sounds, and I think it's real. Because would she be offering that as a joke? I mean, offering to sleep with another woman, but this is her sister? Chances are this is something that they discussed with you the other day during the hush hush. That's why you brought that in. I can't say for sure if it's real. So I don't want to say yes or no. I don't want to give you... Whatever you decide at this point is completely on you. I would talk more with your wife. You say you are willing to. And she's going to know that you're interested. And clearly, from this end, you are interested. You're willing to. And yes, she could be genuinely worried about her sister. Sisters can be seriously worried about each other. And this could be a massive, beautiful gift, not just to you, but to her. It's also a big gift to you of her telling that she loves you and she trusts you and that you're not going anywhere. That's huge. That is fucking huge. And she loves her sister, that she wants her sister to be happy. And she believes that you are trying to make her happy. But understand, if it does backfire, I mean, why did her wife break up? Did the husband cheat? Left for another man. Left for another man. So he cheated. Yeah, he cheated. Maybe they're trying to see, is it all men? Do all men cheat? Blah, blah, blah. Is she going to cheat? Are you willing to cheat? Right? You could be being set up. I don't think so. We'll put it... Okay. To my chat. 1, if you think that his wife is being serious. 2, if you think he's being set up. Your thoughts on it? I think she's being genuine, but I honestly think you need to talk to her before you act, because something like this could blow up in your faces. It could be a sweet thing. Could be beautiful. It could be something that helps her. You think he's being set up. That is a possibility too. But I think by saying your willingness to help is your bet to talk about it. Basically say you are not sure how you feel about this, but you're willing to help. Would be the best thing to say. That way you're not going, yes, I want to do this, let's go, let's do it. That would probably come across as you're willing to cheat. But then you're not really cheating if she hands it to you. Have you robbed somebody who hands you the money? Because here you go, here's $1,000. And he turns around and says, this fucker stole it from me? No, they fucking gave it to me. You haven't stolen fuck all. They came up to you and gave you $1,000. No theft. Right? She's put this to you. She's setting you up. It's why I don't like relationships who play fucking games on each other. This could be a game. This could be a trap. This could be... So you got to be careful. A mouse can get the cheese of a trap if the mouse is careful. Go, oh, thank you very much. Oh, cheese. So if this is real, yum, 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 cheese. You go up the thing and have a bit of a nibble. That's not fucking cheese. And this is a fucking trap. And you can step away. So, I'm not saying go and fucking kiss her sister. I'm saying to talk. I'm not saying go and have a nibble. I'm saying go and talk with your wife. The wife is the one that come to you. You say, are you really serious? Are you trying to set me up? Is this... No, actually, no. You don't want to put this set up. Otherwise, she'll be thinking that you want to put her as, I'm willing to do this if you are serious. If you are not, I'm not interested. I'm not interested in games if that's what this is. If it is a game, she's putting the relationship at a massive risk, and that's on her. It's really difficult. Really difficult. Because, as I said, it could be a landmine. The option, the choice is completely on you. But I feel you should ask, to talk to your wife and discuss this more. See, we need to talk about this more because this could be dangerous. Like you say, I understand what you're wanting, and it could be nice, but it could also be dangerous. Voice that your concerns to her. It could ruin the sister's relationship if they do. Exactly. Point out all the things. Not just it could damage your relationship, it could damage their relationship. Ask her, is this something that she's talked to her sister about? If it's something they've talked about and they're interested and the sister's interested, then that's on them. That's something they've contemplated. If this is something that your wife has, let's say she's being serious and she's just thought, fuck, I want to help my sister in some way. She's gone through so much. She's trying to help her sister. And then she puts this question out to you. So yes, it could be that she's trying to help her sister. She might mean well. Now. This is where the other thing can bite. You're answering the question now. Nobody knows what's going to happen next month, next day, next week, next month. Let's say your sister gets back on her feet and she moves out. Is she going to want to give it up? Is she going to walk away? Is this just like a one-time thing while she's there, once in a while? What if all of a sudden she turns around and maybe you develop feelings for each other? It's dangerous, and you just need to discuss the dangers of it. And you says if these dangers are not something that you're willing to do, then don't do it. If it's something they've discussed together, have a discussion with your wife first, because it should be you and your wife first. Then bring her in the conversation and point out all the dangers. Everybody needs to know the landmine that you're potentially going to walk on. And basically state, if anybody feels uncomfortable with this at any point, you just can walk away, you can say no thank you and put an end to it. If it was me, see, it's a tricky thing, because if she is being real and you shut her down, it could be dangerous too. It could be bad too, absolutely. Do I think it'd be bad if you just give a flat out no? Yes. If she's serious and you give a flat out no, it could be detrimental. She's going to think you don't care about her sister and you don't want to help and blah, blah, blah. It could be dangerous. So if you're going to say no, you need to voice why you're saying no as well. That's the flip side. You can't just say, no, I'm not interested, and shut it down. Because you're not there for her, you're not there for her sister, and that's going to put strain on your relationship. Of which in turn will put strain on her relationship. She shouldn't have really asked this question at all. So this is kind of on your wife, but you need to talk about it first. But anyway, I'm going to move on that one. That's a weird question. Very fascinating. I told you I had some spicy ones today. I did tell everybody. Wasn't lying. Was not lying. Question 10. And this one fits. Should fit anywhere. Nope. There we go. Question 10. Wait. From Sierra. Help, I got pregnant and had a baby with my fiance while still married to my soon-to-be ex-husband. We were separated. Okay. And I was living with my fiance at this point. He is going to try and use the archaic law to claim the baby is his, even knowing he isn't. Doing this law, hang on, does this law still work? P.S. I had my baby months ago. He just now saying something because my lawyer was finally able to strong arm him into sending the settlement over. So he so I can sign it and be done. Also, this is what he does when he's pissed. At least this time I didn't get thrown out of a window. Well, I'm sorry about your ex being abusive. Now, unfortunately, there's some questions I'd have to ask. To answer your question, do I think that this law still works? I don't know. I don't think so. I'm not a lawyer. You need to talk to a lawyer about what the laws are. However, we know it's definitely your baby because it came out of you. You can prove whether it's his baby or not. You could actually get your fiance's blood tested, and the baby, they're going to test the baby to find out if the baby is a match, who's the father, who's the mother. They can do that. And if it's his baby, he doesn't have a leg to fucking stand on. That is it's your baby and his baby. He doesn't have a say. I don't care who you're married to or whatever. That's his baby too. And it might need to go to court. You might need to fucking put your ex in his place. However, you going to say with the PS, the baby's born, and it's all coming because his lawyer came to you asking for a settlement? Were you asking because you have a baby? Yeah, you're demanding money from your ex because you have a baby while being separated? If that's the case, this is wrong on you. If that's not your ex's baby, then he owes you nothing regarding any financial support on that baby. First of all, you were separated, and that's not his child. You got pregnant. See, it says right there that you got pregnant. We were separated, and so yeah, you were with him when you got pregnant. Did you leave him for this man? Because that's the impression I'm getting from this. You left your husband for this other man. Now, at the end, you do mention about throwing him through the window, so your ex sounds violent, so it's a good thing you left him, but at the same time, you left him for another man. This is where lawyers are going to need to deal with a lot of this shit. As for the baby, you definitely going to need to get a blood test done, a maternity test, to show who's the father of the baby. And if you're going to kick up a fuss, go, no, I don't want to do that, then yes, he might have a fucking ground to stand on. He might actually have a ground to stand on until you can prove it's nothing to do with him. Whether he knows it, whether he doesn't. That's where you need concrete proof. Just saying something in a fucking courtroom, and your lawyer will definitely agree, just saying something in a courtroom is not proof, it's not evidence. Otherwise, well, America would be having different shit going on right now. Certain orange-looking man would be probably winning the cases just because he says so. But no, you need proof. Without proof, you don't just get your way. Right now, the proof you got, there's a baby. And there's two men in your life. Whether you're separated from your ex or whatever. So one of them is the father. Get that information. Then talk to your lawyer. The rest of it is between you and them. But that's the best thing you can do, is to get proof. All right. Next question. We're going pretty good here. 313. I'm at question 11. Not bad. I got 16 questions today. I was actually hoping to get more people. My plan today was actually to also do this on TikTok. Then I found out I can't go live until I've got 1,000 followers on TikTok. Then I can start going live. So, fuck. I gotta start doing more TikToks. Son of a bitch. Question 11. Alright. Is it on? There it is. Question 11. From Anonymous. How can you work things out after your partner has lied? My fiance lied about being at work when he wasn't. He even told me work was going well and updated me throughout the day, even though he wasn't there at all. He then came home, we went grocery shopping together, and he acted like everything is fine. I accidentally found out that he hadn't wasn't at work that day by finding a receipt from a store over an hour away from where he would have been working. I do feel he's telling me the truth now, but what happened that day, and it's nothing bad. And it's nothing bad. He didn't cheat, but I'm concerned is how easily he lied to me. He looked me in the eyes and told me about his work day that never happened. I just don't know how I will ever trust him again after this. Okay, so unfortunately, the information that you've got right now is not enough. What you've got is you've got a bit of information, a receipt of a store an hour away from where he would work. But unless you had eyes on him the entire day, you don't know. Maybe he had to go somewhere for work. I don't know what his job is or anything like that. Maybe he had to drive there. Maybe he had to do something on that side of town with his job and had to buy something. Was it full on? Hang on, from a grocery shop. What did he buy? Was it full on shopping? Is there anybody over there that he knows in that part of town? Family, friends, anybody like that? You're saying he didn't cheat. Well, how do you know he didn't cheat? If you know what he was over there, how do you know he didn't cheat? If he was at a grocery shop, what was he buying? Did he go to the grocery shop buying condoms? I'm sorry, but he might be cheating. Did he buy condoms and when the box came home and the box was full? He's probably not cheating. He's probably bought them 2 years of deal. I don't think so. I don't think that... I don't think you've got enough information to really say, hey, what the fuck, you lied. What if he's not? What if you're wrong and there's a misunderstanding? And you know what the best way is to squash misunderstandings? There's got to be something. What can we do? What can we do for misunderstandings? I know there's like a C word. Conduit? Coconuts. Comedy. No, pretty much. Anybody thoughts what that's a good C word that could be used here to help with it? Communication. Talk. Go and ask him. Flat out saying, hey, so I gotta know. It's been driving me a little crazy. The day I asked you blah blah blah, yet I found this receipt. Because he can be damn sure he'd be asking the same thing. And ask him, say, you know what? How would you feel if I was at work? You knew I was at work and I told you my day was going great. And you found a receipt that said I was nowhere near that thing at the day that I was talking to you. How would you feel? And I'd be upset. Then hand him the receipt and go on. Can you explain this, please? That way, he's put that in the situation and now he can see. You're not trying to accuse him. You're saying you just need this receipt explained. Because you're very confused. That way you put yourself on a higher ground. He'd have been upset. He'd have been furious. Oh, I'd be fucking pissed. So he just basically said, yes, you have a right to want to know. Don't do angry. Don't come at him, motherfucker, I think you're cheating. You've just had him tell you, that, yes, you have a right to be curious. That way you can give him a benefit. You're giving him the benefit of the doubt. Because he hasn't lied so far, and you're confused why all of a sudden, out of all the things he's done, this one time, you've caught him at a lie. What if it's not a lie? What if it's just simply a misunderstanding and there's more information you need? And the only information we can get that information is to pry it out of his mouth. And you pry it out of his mouth by fucking asking him a question. How am I giving you the answers to these questions? Do you know how I'm able to give you the answer to these questions? Because you fucking just asked me. If you can ask me, a complete freaking stranger, why the hell can you not ask your boyfriend or your fiance? Your fiance. Don't accuse him of lying. Just say, this came up. And if you were in my shoes, you'd be doing the same thing. You'd be like, what the hell? Let him answer what the hell. Not in an angry way. Calm. That's my thought on that one. Yes, there could be something here. How can you trust him? maybe you shouldn't be doubting the trust. Get this thing sorted out. Ask the questions you need to ask. Get to the bottom of it. And when you find out that it was just a misunderstanding, you were actually on the road, you were going from place to place, blah, 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 whatever reason, an hour away. That's my thought. That's my 10 cents on that one. Question number 12. Oh yeah. From Lisa. Hello, Lisa. Made a tit of myself. My separated husband, who moved in with his new girlfriend quite quickly, came to drop off our daughter. I was feeling a bit down, so he gave me a hug. As I pulled away, out of habit, I kissed his neck. He didn't pull away from me or say anything. But I'm like, what the fuck did I do? Did I do that? Why the fuck did I do that? Very confused. Help. Does this mean I still have feelings? I can tell you right now, from reading this, I think you still have feelings. Not because of the kiss on the neck. I got that feeling right away before you even got to the kissing on the neck. The kissing on the neck could actually, as you said, it just be a habit. That you've been with this man, you're separated, it's a habit. However, when you put in quotation marks, a very kind of stabby little dig, who moved in with his new girlfriend quite quickly, I might add, blah, blah, blah. Most people who don't care, I just moved in with his new girlfriend, didn't even need to fucking say that. It's like you want to get a dig in at them. And people who do this, it's because they have feelings, they are hurt or whatever, or jealous. That's a jealousy statement. Right there, that is a jealousy statement. You are so jealous, probably still have feelings. And I don't know how long ago this relationship ended. I dropped off our daughter. Yeah. Came to drop off our daughter. So you took your daughter to your husband, whose girlfriend's living there. So you're jealous, not only of the new girl in your ex-husband's life, but of this woman that's going to now be hanging out with your daughter. It's a jealousy. Do I think kissing his neck was simply a habit? Don't think so. I mean, yes, partly I do think it's a habit of it, but I think it's also probably a subconscious thing of, I wonder if I can get him back. I wonder if I can pull him away from this new girlfriend. Ugh. Fuck, roll of the eyes. Let me just kiss his neck, let him know that I'm still interested. Guys peacock around each other. Girls peacock around each other too. We do this. And that kissing on the neck is just your way of, potentially of your way of peacocking. I mean, I could be wrong. Doesn't mean you have feelings. Possible. No way to tell. Only you can tell that. But what you need to decide is, are you... There's a child involved. It's like I said earlier. When the children's involved, you need to kind of decide, one, are you wanting him back? If you don't want him back, move the fuck away. Get the fuck... Not physically, but move the fuck on. Go find somebody yourself. If you... Like, if you are interested in getting back together, understand if you tried to, one, it make you a shitty person. If you break him and this girl up, and you have no intention, that makes you a shitty person. It makes you a very shitty person. If you break them up just because you're jealous, that makes you a cruel, shitty person. If you want to get back together with him, sure, might not be right now because you might want to try to figure this out. Maybe down the road. But don't get together again with this person while you've got a child if you think you just might break up again. That's cruel to the child. To see parents get back together on and off. Shitty behavior. Don't do it. But anyway, I'm going to move on to question number 13. Oh, yeah! Okay. From Anonymous. Wait, this is question 13, right? Yeah. Question 13. My husband My husband says I always want something from him. And he says I want hugs, kisses, and cuddles. Aw. He says I'm just using him. How do I reply to that? Wait, your husband says this? It's been 2 days since he has even slept in the bed beside me. Or hugged me. I don't want to mention after he said that. He acts like I'm really wanting something from him. I don't even know how to reply when he says that. When we get into a disagreement, he brings up me using him for hugs and kisses. Any advice on what to say when he starts that crap? Says, don't be stupid. You tell him, don't be stupid. I'm using you for sex too. You're fucking married. Grow the fuck up. Like, yes. Both of yous are. Yous are married. If it was a boyfriend or girlfriend or a complete fucking stranger, sure. That's called using. Right now it's called intimacy. It's you trying to give your husband a hug. Give him a kiss. Get some in return. Getting sex. Say, yeah? And? Who cares? It's a hug and a kiss from my husband. If that's really the way he feels, that he's using, well, maybe it's time to move the fuck on. If you're feeling used. Because frankly, there's plenty of fish in the fucking sea that want to have a relationship, even a marriage, where they can hug and kiss and love and do lots of other adult things. And if he's thinking he's being used, maybe you should be fucking living on his own. I know you don't lose him, but frankly, you don't deserve that kind of abuse. Because you want to give a hug and a kiss. I'm just saying. It's a weird fucking question. The fact that he's... That's weird. It's weird that he's complaining about a hug and a kiss from his wife. That's fucking weird. That's fucking weird. And people can go, oh, it's his body, blah, blah, blah. Yes, it is, but they got married. They got married and they wanted some kind of intimacy. They didn't get married because they wanted to be fucking strangers. Or there's a big fucking difference between a fucking stranger trying to get a hug and a kiss. That's using. You're not using your husband and wife. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Psh, talk to the hand. This thing right here. Talk to it. Hello. How is it going? What do you want to talk about? Okay, so question number 14. Where is it? From Scott. Hello, Scott. Wife and I are separated, but living in the same house. Sleeping in separate bedrooms. Getting along great. Awesome. But I'm coming to the end of the road. I don't want to give her an ultimatum and completely destroy any hope we may have, but it's been 3 months and I would like an answer. She said she can't give me an ETA. What do I do? I'd like to either make it work or go on with my life. Exactly that. You basically point that out. You say, you know what? I love you and I kind of want us to make it work. But either I don't want to, I'm not wanting to live alone. I'm not wanting to. So while they're going to try to figure this out, chances are she's staying there because she doesn't want to give you up either. He's separated, but mentally and emotionally he is not. Separated should never live in the same fucking house. That's stupid. Because you're not out of each other's. You're not separated. You're just not sleeping in the same fucking room. Separated is different fucking houses. Legally, it wouldn't even be looked at as separated. We're separated. No, you're not. You live in the same fucking house. But yes, you might need to come down with an ultimatum. Don't put it as an ultimatum, but basically say, you know what? Why are they going to figure this out? Oh, I'm going to start dating somebody else. I'm going to start moving on. Put it in paper. Put it in an email stating this. Yes, I understand people saying, oh, you know, you should be asking that in person. Absolutely. But you want to have some kind of paper trail because there's a thing. Because legally you are still you're living together in the same house. You might be considering yourself separated, but that's written somewhere. And you go and see another person. All she needs to do is take a picture of her or whatever, and you just cheated on her. And legally, there's all kinds of things that they can do. When you do the cheating, she's got caught. Oh, I want to leave him. I want to divorce him because he cheated on me. I get the house. Is this because you own the house and you just don't want to separate your stuff? You might have to. So be careful. Make sure you put this thing in. Say, I'd like to try to fix our relationship. Say, I love you, because clearly you do. And I have a feeling the fact that she's been there 3 months, she could find a place. She's a grown woman. She could move on. She's probably staying there because she doesn't want to lose you either. So, put it, say, I don't want to lose you. I'd like us to fix this. But I'm not no spring chicken. I'm getting older. So either we're going to try to figure this out, or we need to not just try separated. We need to move on. And you need to date somebody else. Fuck ETA. It's not about ETA. It's should I get off the pot? 3 months is long enough for something to have happened one way or the other. And you're just scared because you just don't lose each other. Then try to maybe see if you can figure it out. Tell her you want to try to make it work. She might too. She just doesn't want to say it. There's a song. Oh, what's it called again? By Paul Anka. I think it's called Hold Me Now. Paul Anka. Hold me till the morning comes. That's the name of the song. Paul Anka. Peter, what's his fuck? Hold me till the morning comes. Go look it up. Go listen to it. You're welcome. There's your answer. She's very possibly not wanting to walk away, wanting to work it out, but neither one of you know how to make the fucking step closer to fucking fix it. Sometimes you need tragedy, some threat of losing everything before you find everything. Oh, I like that. The threat of losing everything to help you find everything. Love it. Love it! Okay. Question. I only got like 2 questions to go. And the doozy's coming. The doozy's coming. You thought a moment ago that question early on was the doozy. It's not. And you're all thinking, what the fuck is gonna come if that one early on wasn't the big one? It's not. Okay. Is it normal for your partner, girlfriend, to still love, miss an old ex? 2 years later, I've been trying my best to help her through it, but I'm not sure what much more I can do for her. It's starting to affect her feelings of love for me, or something close to that. He was a jerk. And there was a lot of narcissism from him. Often emotionally forced her to do things she didn't want. Never physical. Okay. Okay. Primal shit right here. A lot of women want a partner for different reasons. One of the key ones that I've noticed from my experience, they like the bad boy. Mainly because the bad boy is strong. cunning, clever. The bad boy can quite often get what he wants. And what he might want is to protect the woman he's with. Some want the bad boy. Some of the women out there want the bad boy because they think right off the bat, they've got that maternal instinct. Oh, I can fix him. I can fix him and mold him into what I want. Worst thing about that is when they fix him and mold him into what they want, they don't actually want that. They wanted the bad boy. And that relationship breaks. It's kind of like a double-edged sword on that one. The ones that want the bad boy for the protection, for the feeling safe, those actually, weirdly enough, those actually kind of stay together as long as the bad boy is willing to fucking go out there and fucking lumberjack the shit out of a fucking log for firewood, is willing to do something. But the minute he changes from that badass to the fucking lazy fuck, the appearance of him just changed, and what she thought she had, he doesn't have, never had in the first place. He was just putting on a fucking show to impress the girls. He was slicking back his hair. Look at me, I'm cool in my new sweater. How's it going, neighbor? Would you like to be my neighbor? Do you want the Funzie? Or do you want Henry Winkle? Fonzie's cool. Hey! Henry Winkle? That was not the Fonzie. You look at the dude, and you go, that is not the fucking Fonz. It's the Fonz. He was an actor. He was putting on a fucking show. Hey, look at me. I'm sticking with my hair. Just show. This problem of this guy being a jerk has got her and the narcissism and all that kind of stuff. She could be looking at it from one of two things. Either from the point of she wants to fix him, but she doesn't want to fix him. She could. It very could possibly be. And if she never got to fix him, that's driving her fucking crazy. It's kind of like a mother. That mother's a mother from the day that baby is born till forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Will always care. They want the child to grow up and be blah blah blah. That never happened, so it didn't shut down. That's the possibility one. Possibility two, she likes the bad boy, wants protection. You are not stepping up. You need to step up. There's something she's lacking, she's needing. Could be just a bit of aggression, a bit of excitement. She might need her ass slapped when you're having sex. I don't fucking know. She needs something to give her the bad boy feel, to get her mind off this. So if you're trying to go, hey, I'm just going to be there for you and pet your hand, that's not bad boy. That's a, what do they call it, a simp? That's a little fucking, that's a little pet boy. No. Stop being a pet boy. Alpha the fuck up. Just saying. I'm not trying to, please don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to be an asshole or whatever, but I'm like, if you want to keep her, I'm trying to say man up, but some people are going to get pissed off. But it's true. You need to alpha the fuck up. And when these, I've heard people saying, oh, there's no such thing as that. There's no such thing as an alpha wolf. Shut the fuck up. There is. And if you can't fucking see the difference between alpha and a beta, you can just look every fucking place you fucking look. You can tell the difference. The person who just walked in the room and everybody's listening and talking to them, and you're in the corner fucking listening as well, you're not the alpha. It's not you. The person who people are listening to, that's the alpha. Be the alpha. Be the flame, not the moth. Be the flame, not the moth. Flame, moth. Flame, moth. The flame does not go to the moth. You don't see the flame going, oh, I'm going to come over to you and fly. Hello, moth, how's it going? No! You see the moth going over to the fucking flame. Be the flame. Be the exciting thing. If she doesn't want narcissism, because narcissism, nobody fucking wants narcissism. You know what the cool thing about what looks like narcissism is the attraction? It's almost like it's disguised. It's something else disguised. It's called confidence. Have some confidence. Narcissism and confidence look very fucking similar. But it's the confidence that excites. The bad boy excites because he looks confident, assured of himself. And if you're not willing to slap her ass while you're having sex, go up to her in the fucking kitchen, slap her ass right there. I don't fucking care. And you go, oh, it's not about physical abuse. It's about showing. It's almost like going, This is mine. This is mine. I almost guarantee 99.999% her interest will come to you. She'll be completely shocked. She'll be thrown off her fucking guard. It'll be like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday. You thought it was going to be Friday. No, you're completely fucking with what she was expecting. She's expecting you to be a nice little friendly boy coming to look after me and give me lots of money and be nice. And then all of a sudden, oh, what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Shocked me. You've just shaken her fucking right to her core. She's not going to think about this fucking last guy. She's going to think about that nice little feeling because you've done it just enough that it doesn't hurt like fuck, but it hurts like fuck. And she'll remember it. Don't let it be the only time. Don't just slap her ass and... I'm trying to use these as... without actually pissing off people at Twitch. I'm not using these as this is the only thing you should do. There's lots of things you should do. Go watch fucking porn. Go watch some porn. Shh. I'm dropping my mic. Mic drop. Yeah. Go watch some porn. Rough. And you'll understand. I've never met a single woman. Not one. And the ones that do are wanting even more so. Rough. I mean, they want gentle, they want sweet, they want loving, and they want romantic. They want rough. They want the alpha. The alpha's rough. The alpha will be sweet and romantic. Just like in the movie The Lion King. You remember when Simba and Nala were all just, isn't it sweet? That's not how lions have sex. I'm just saying. That's not how Simba was created. I'm just saying. The lion eats the gazelle. Treat her like a gazelle. Shh. Anyway, I'm just saying, take a mind off this fucking prick by being the alpha. I'm not saying be a fucking asshole. Don't get me wrong. So if you're thinking I'm saying, could be an asshole, I'm not saying be an asshole. Just toughen up a little bit. Give me a 1 if you agree, chat. What's this? I know I got women in my chat. Give me a 1 if you agree with what I just said. He needs to alpha the fuck up to distract from this prick. Pardon the pun. Here comes the 1. Watch it. Here it comes. And 3, 2. It's there. You just don't see it. It's coming. It's just a little slow. 1. There it is. Maybe a lot more words if I had more people watching and listening. Pay attention. That's what you need to do. Alpha the fuck up a little bit. I'm not saying be an asshole. I'm not saying be, right? Just a little bit. Grab her attention. Grab her. Anyway. I'm going to move on from that question before somebody at Twitch goes and gets angry with me. And we're going to go to question number 16. And it is the last one. Prepare for this one. This one's fucking crazy. This one is dangerous and it is from Anonymous. And you'll understand why it's from Anonymous. Don't read ahead. Don't read ahead. Just prepare yourself and understand you were warned. It's too big for even this. I couldn't believe what I fucking read when I read this. And I still... Okay. Okay, from Anonymous. Hi. I've noticed you answer very out there questions. Me and my best friend grew up together since we were like 2. Oh, that's nice. I was the best man at his wedding. I'm the godfather to his daughter. His daughter is grown up and moved out, living on her own. She has known my whole life. Me. Okay, that's probably okay. I held her as a baby in my arms when she was born. She is now in her very early 20s. I am very single and I use Tinder. When I use it, I tend to browse fast and came across her account and swiped right before I noticed who it was, but was surprised also. She also had swiped right. 2 days later, I get a message from her saying she would like to meet for coffee. I meet her and she confesses she has had a crush on me since she was a teenager. That had feelings for me and wanted to explore the possibilities. We had dinner together at my place, which we had in the past. Oh yes, I did in the past. Okay. Then snuggled on the couch watching a movie. I dozed off to sleep, only to wake with her kissing me and her hands in my pants. We left it at that, but she says she wants more. I'm nearly in my 40s. What do I do? Do I continue? Do I stop? Okay, it's supposed to be do. I talk to her father. Please help, as I think I'm starting to have feelings for her. Told you so. Told you this one was the big one. Okay. Okay, so okay, so it's a difficult one. It's a massive difficult one. Feelings are a bug of a thing because we don't really control them. The circumstances, the universe, it really controls them. And I know people are going to go, no, that's not true. It is true. We can manipulate them a little bit. We can eat ice cream to make us a little bit happy. We can put our hand in a fire to make us feel sad, to burn ourselves, right? There's things we can do to manipulate our feelings, but our feelings, we don't really get to control them. I can't decide right now I'm going to be happy. I can decide to ignore something that's making me sad and potentially adjust that emotion, but all it is manipulating the emotion itself. So there is no control of your feelings. So I'm not going to try to change your feelings. So if you think you're having feelings for her, you might not, you might not. I don't know. I can't say for sure. Wouldn't be surprised, because emotions are not really affected by. It's not like your heart knows, hey, this person is really young. This person's really old. This person I've known for a long time. There's no way of controlling that. The only thing you are in control of is your actions and what you're going to do and what you're not going to do. Am I going to give you the green light to go and continue this? I'm going to give you a yellow. Basically saying, I'm not going to decide this for you. You're responsible for yourself. Do I think there's anything wrong with you dating this girl? It's grey. It's very grey. I do, not because of our age. The only thing that could potentially be wrong with this is your best friend's daughter. You are putting that friendship in a massively vulnerable place. And you need to decide what is worth more to you. A friendship you've had your entire life, since you were a baby, since before she was even born. Is that worth giving up for a relationship that, yes, it could be something beautiful? You're in your 40s, you're roughly 20 years older than her. Could you have a family with her? Your chances are you're going to die. I mean, they basically say men die before women. And that's even more, which means your date of expiry could be 60, 70, 80. Her expectancy could be 90 if you're the same. So when she's 90, you're already way fucking dead. She's potentially going to be... Let's say, I'm just using this as a hypothetical. Let's say you went in a relationship. You're going to die before she does. Let's say you manage to get her pregnant right now. Any baby you have in your 40s, you're going to be in your 60s when that child is fully grown and she's going to be in her 40s. There's nothing wrong with that. Plenty of people out, plenty of parents have kids. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Now, that's her father. Let's say this thing works out and you try to keep it. You can't keep it away from him. He's going to find out. He is going to find out. If this is just sex, yes, you could do it without him knowing if that's what you're wanting. But you're talking about feelings, which means you want a relationship potentially long term. I'm assuming. There's no guarantee, especially with a 20-year-old, early 20-year-old. Most relationships at that age could last. They could end within a few days. You're putting your friendship at risk for a relationship that could last a few days. Or forever. Which is more important to you? Should you tell him? Depends on what your plans are. If you are wanting to have a relationship with his daughter, yes. Yes. But knowing you're going to potentially put the friendship at risk. Tell him what's happened. Tell him... I'm not saying for sure this is definitely going to do this, but... yeah. It's a tricky thing. It's a very, very, very tricky thing. I mean, she definitely came on to you. It's not about who came on to who, and you want to avoid that with the father. I can tell you, if I was the father, and you said, oh, she came on to me, I'd pull your fucking head off. Your head would right off your fucking... You'd no longer be my friend. I'd pull your fucking head off. You're pinning shit on my daughter. You just both made the decision to do this. Now, she may have... You definitely don't want to tell her what you've just told me. What happened on that couch during the movie. How you woke up. That's his little girl. It doesn't matter how old she is. That's his little girl. Your friendship is going to be at risk. Regardless of which way you go. It's at risk. You need to decide. And you even need to tell her. Clearly she's saying she'd like to explore possibilities. Was her possibilities of relationship? Is she wanting relationship? Is she wanting... Where's she wanting to go with this? Is this just a short term? Is this just friends with benefits? Kind of thing? Or is she wanting a relationship? Because if she does... If she doesn't, then... I would suggest maybe... It's up to you what you do. Try to maybe put it away. Or try... Because it's going to come out. Eventually it's going to come out. It's a big secret to try to fucking hide. But I think you do need to talk. If she wants a relationship and you want a relationship, and you feel it's worth it, tell us that you want to know if it's worth the risk. You've known her father. Could it work? Yes, absolutely. Any relationship can work. It doesn't matter the age. But you need to be aware of all the issues. If you ignore issues, if you ignore the dangers, you are bound to... Yeah. They're bound to happen. So be prepared for the possibilities of this relationship failing with all those issues. Be aware that you are putting a friendship at risk for this relationship. Maybe get to know each other first as people, not as your friend's daughter, but maybe see if there's something before you actually talk. You need to kind of figure out as well if this is something you want. If you approach them and go, oh, you know what, I'd like to have a relationship with your daughter. We met each other, we saw each other on Tinder, and we've got to know each other a little bit. And next thing you fucking know, she's not really wanting a relationship. She just wanted friends with benefits. You've just possibly lost a friend, been punched in the face, had your head pulled right off your fucking shoulders, all because she just wanted friends with benefits. So you definitely need to figure out what this is before, but then if it's a relationship, you definitely need to talk to her. And she needs to be aware that you're not the only person whose relationships this will affect. This could affect her relationship with her father, because she will have potentially cost him his oldest friend. But that's the best I can give you on that one. I'm not saying either way. I'm saying what I've said. Not approving it, not saying it's a bad thing, just saying be careful and good luck with whichever way you go. And yeah. Anyway, that is all 16 questions. Not bad. Quite happy with that. And that stream went to 2 hours. That was the longest Ask an Angel I have done. Period. It is 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you for watching. In a little bit, I'm probably going to play some Warzone. I've been itching to play. I didn't get to play this morning. I had to go and do a little bit of shopping. I didn't do my test today. That's actually happening Monday. It was originally going to be today, but it never actually got confirmed. It's not even fully confirmed, but the last I heard, it was supposed to be happening Monday morning. No time has been set, which is kind of bugging me, but we'll get there. And so Monday morning stream will probably be moved till when I get back from the drive test. But yeah. So thank you for watching. Hope everybody has a wonderful day, evening, night, wherever you are. For my YouTube fans, if you watch this and you enjoy it and you liked it, click like below and subscribe and the little bell so that you get to know when I post new videos, whether it's this or gaming or whatever I post. That little bell will send you the notifications. But also, if you do have anything you'd like to say on any of the questions that I've answered today, feel free to put them in the comment, but posting the question number, as you can see right here, I'll just put it back on. As you can see, there's the question number 16. State what, so replying to question blah, 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 and give your comments there. And feel free. You don't have to. If you want to give your thoughts, if you've had a similar experience to one of those questions, put it in the comments. But make sure that you are directing it to the appropriate question so that the person who reads it, if they happen to come across, can get the information. I hope you enjoyed. And that's it. Have a wonderful day, evening, night, wherever you are. And I will see you hopefully later on. Ciao.